Hello, you guys, and welcome back to another episode of In Years Always a Disney Guide. Before we even get into today's episode, make sure you guys subscribe to the podcast. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy today's episode. But before let's get into it. So, you guys, today um we're gonna be talking about a show that surprisingly I never knew that I would even get interested in. We're gonna be talking about Riverdale. I never, never, never saw this day coming. Like never, ever, ever. I never saw this day coming. Like I just never did. And I'm gonna explain why to you guys. Like it's it's crazy. It really is though. And the reason being is because I was never interested into this show, you guys, like at all. Like I never was into this show. And you know, reasons being is mainly because what can I say? I'll say this. Because I don't want to make it seem like I'm trying to talk bad about the show, because the show is really good. When I first, when I first started watching the CW period, the main shows that I watched was Black Lightning, Charmed, Legacy. Well, when I first started watching the CW, I wasn't into Legacies at first either. But towards like season two, like towards the end of season two, that's when I started really getting hooked on the show. And I watched. I'm pretty sure I told y'all, and I watched it from the beginning because I got hooked on it. So Legacies came a little bit like later down the months as I continued watching the CW. So it was Charmed, Black Lightning. I guess you can consider Legacies. What else? What is the name of the show? All American. Well, let me be real, because the same thing for All American. I started watching the show like mid season, like of season two. I started getting hooked on the show. So that was like I remember I started getting hooked on it in like right in the mid season premiere of season two of All American. That's when I got hooked to that show. So I guess you could count All American. Um, what else? Okay, that American. I'm pretty sure I said Black Lightning. I can't think of any other. Let me search them. I don't watch the Flash. The Flash, I'm just not interested in. Um, Let me see the CW shows, because the CW got a lot of shows and I can't keep up with them all. Not new. Okay, yeah, here we go. So you got Superman and Lois, Nancy Drew. Let me see. I'm so sorry, you guys. I have to pull up the list. Let me see. The CW TV shows. There we go. So this is the shows I used to watch. All American, Legacies, Nancy Drew. I don't watch Dynasty. I don't watch Roswell. I watch Black Lightning. I don't watch The Flash. I watch Bad Woman. I would say, I believed I watched the beginning of the show. I don't remember. Yeah, and Charmed. So those were the shows I watched. Nancy Drew. I believe I watched the entire season for the first time too. But Riverdale was just never in my interest. I don't know why, but I just never was interested in that show. I thought it was very stupid. And the crazy thing, I haven't seen the show, but I used to see the commercials when they showed like the CW commercials, like Dare to Defy, and I see them um at the in the pop store. I just never thought the show was interesting. And I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but I just didn't know that the show was gonna be good. You know, I never knew it, and I didn't think it was gonna be good. So I don't know. That's when I believe I would say probably like uh probably like hmm towards, oh no, I remember, it was during Christmas break, right? Never liked the show, never watched it. Being like, folk, I didn't even know that they had 4 seasons, 5 seasons at the time. They're on their sixth currently, seventh, I believe. I don't know, I don't remember. But the point is, I believe it was Christmas break, 2021. Yeah, Christmas break, 2021, right? So I don't know. I was just scrolling through Netflix, bada bada boom, bitty bitty bee, la blah blah blah, and I was like, okay, let me just see what the hype is about this show, like this show Riverdale. Let me see what the hype is about. Let me see if it's as good as people claim it to be, right? Watch the first episode. Y'all, when I tell y'all I got hooked to the first episode, it was unbelievable. Like, it was really unbelievable how hooked I got to this TV show. Like it was for real unbelievable. Like, I seriously got hooked on the first episode. Matter of fact, I kept rewinding it back to back multiple times because I was so hooked. And I was so shocked because I didn't even like that show like that. I thought it was dumb. So I got so hooked. I watched, I believe, all the seasons during my winter break because we had 2 weeks off. I watched all of them, and I just watched it again and again because it was so good. I was just so shocked. I don't know. I was just so surprised. It was just so surprising to me because I didn't think that I would be hooked to the show. I just didn't. It was definitely a shocker. I could definitely say that. It was definitely a huge surprise. But I just was so I was just so shocked at the fact that I got so hooked on that show that quick. Like, it was really shocking. Like, for real though. It was for real. It was really, like, really shocking. And I got hooked. I mean, it was so deep. It was good too. Shockingly, it was good. I didn't think it was gonna be good, but it was good. It was great. I enjoyed it. I loved it. It was awesome. It was amazing. And I was just so shocked that I got into the show like that because I was never into that show, you guys. Like, I swear, I promise to you guys, when I tell you I did not like it, I did not like it. I didn't think I was gonna be interested in it. And when I started watching it, and when I watched the first episode and I got hooked, I was so shocked because I thought all this time this show was this good and I'm missing out. All this time. So I had to get catched up on all the seasons and everything. I had to get caught up. But it's a good show. I love it. Betty, Archie, all of them, Veronica, is an amazing show. It's just crazy how I got hooked so quick on it though. Never would have expected that to happen. Like, never, ever, ever, never. Never would have expected it to happen. I don't know, you guys. I was just so shocked. Like, I was just really shocked, you guys. Like, for real. But yeah, that's the story about my whole, my new connection with Riverdale. Thank you guys for listening in. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Um, Make sure you guys already know what to do. Make sure you guys subscribe and everything to this podcast. And yeah, thank you guys for listening in, guys. Bye bye, guys.